Alright, shalom, shalom. Real Hebrew Israelite coming week in, week out to prophesy the downfall of American society. I'm going to start off giving all praise and glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua Ba'ashem Rakakadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders and GMS and brothers that sincerely doing this work. So I just wanted to hop into a quick sit down on how that sedition amongst men is about to begin. Because I was just watching that show Black Summer again. They just put season 2. I recommend y'all watch it. But a lot of things just showing in season 2 how it's gonna play out in this actual, in our the actual world we living in today. In that show, and it's about to get real ugly out here for people, man. Because I'm gonna start off with this Matthew 24:7. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famine and pestilence and earthquakes at the worst places. So, because amen, them nations gonna be rising against nations. Them kingdoms and kingdoms is gonna be fighting each other, man. That's coming. Then, World War WW3 is right around the corner. It ain't gonna happen right. It ain't gonna happen right away. First, the MOTB gotta come. That gotta come first. And once they implement that, and get everybody when these Edomites heap all the people into them with that MOTB, then a lot of riots gonna kick off before it become mandatory, because things gonna kick off first. Then they gonna end up making it mandatory because people gonna be starving because of that famine. They gonna want to eat. And that's the only way you gonna be able to eat, unless you have the MOTB. So that's coming. All these are the beginning of sorrows, and that's the beginning of sorrows. I'm gonna skip to verse 10. And then should many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another. And that's coming. You're gonna see a lot of people hating and killing one another. They ain't gonna give a damn about nobody. They ain't gonna care. It's just gonna be an all-out war breaking out in this whole planet Earth. And that's just what it is. That's what's gonna come across this whole planet in America. And many false prophets should rise up and deceive many. They're gonna be deceiving the people out here, not telling the truth. So, and they're gonna be acting like this thing gonna blow over, but it's not. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. Because the love of many gonna wax cold, because these people gonna be thinking, when you see these false prophets and these false people telling them this to relax, calm down, we gonna figure out the solution. It ain't gonna be no solution. It's just gonna keep getting worse and worse and worse. It's not gonna get any better, And that's what we've been trying to tell you people, that it's not gonna get better out here. It's gonna get worse. Things will get worse and worse the more we keep, living in this demonic kingdom, man. That's why the Lord got to come back and set order back up on the planet. Because without no order, there's no structure, and it's going to keep getting bad out here. The more and more we keep living in this mess of a kingdom, because this kingdom ain't nothing but hell, man. It's nothing but hell. So that's what's going to happen. So I'm going to get to the second Esdras. Because that's coming, man. We've been talking about this anyway. I made videos on this before, but it's coming like sooner than people think. This is second Esdras 15-14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. For the sword and their destruction draw nigh, and one people should stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. And if you watch that show Black Summer, that's exactly what's gonna be happening. Or like the movie Purge. But Purge, it's more on the more them killing each other note. Black Summer, they couldn't find. They didn't have food at times. You know, it was our. It was people eating people because they was had that cannibalism mind because they was like changing soon as they died. So-called died, they turned into some sort of type of zombie. Like right away, like it didn't take no time. Like it was like right away. As soon as you died, you changed. So that it was just crazy in that show. If you saw season 1, you gotta watch season 1, then watch season 2, cause that's how it start off. Anyway, but it's gonna get wild out here, man. People are gonna really be cannibals out here, for real. Verse 16, for there should be sedition amongst men, and evading one another. They should not regard their kings nor princes, and the cause of their actions should stand in their power. So they're going to do whatever the hell they want in their own hands, Because some people was treating people like animals, treating other people like animals. They was getting tired of that. And they end up rising against that person. It's a lot of people just betraying one another, man, and killing one another. It's like it wasn't no honor in none of it. They ain't have honor. It was all out war, every man for himself, basically. And then some people they'll send out without no help, knowing that it's hard to fight them things, and they very strong and vicious. So this is what's gonna be happening, man. You just don't know what's about to come, what the Lord is about to send on this planet. And people think everything a game and all jokes. But look, man, all jokes aside, this is not a game. It's about to get real crazy out here. A man should desire to go into a city and should not be able. And they're gonna be having checkpoints. That's martial law. Martial law will be set up here in America, like they set it up in different countries, countries already, in different cities. Some cities have martial law already implemented, so that will come here, in a city near you. You will have martial law. You're gonna have checkpoints. You ain't gonna be able to go into that city like you was able to. And travel like you traveling right now, That's gonna be all cut out. Ain't none of that going on when this stuff go down. And it's not gonna be lollipops and stuff going on, man. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses should be destroyed, and men should be afraid. And that's what's gonna be going on. And a man should have no pity upon his neighbor, but should destroy their house with the sword. And your neighbor is your family. So people going to be killing their own relatives, children. They ain't going to be caring about none of that, if you relatives or not. But shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread, and for great tribulations. Exactly. So this is coming. It's not gonna be nice. It's not gonna be nice when Yahweh Shai send this upon the when Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai send this upon the planet. It's gonna be all out war. It's gonna be a war, and that's what's going down. The war of Armageddon. This is Isaiah 13:13. It says, therefore will I shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of her place, and the wrath of the Lord Yahweh of hosts, and that day of his furious anger. And it shall be as the chased roe, and as a sheep that no man taketh up. They shall every man turn to his own people, and flee every one into his own land. Every one that is found shall be thrust through, and every one that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. Their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Their houses shall be spoiled, and their wives ravished. So it's about to get real ugly out here. You about to see kids being put to death on a mass scale. You about to see women getting raped on a mass scale. It's about to get real crazy out here. You know, the Lord ain't playing. Why you think the world is turning up like this and all this chaos is happening all on the planet Earth? Because the Lord is about to bring terror upon this place. Behold, I will stir up the Medes, the Russians, against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, shall not delight in them. Because that war got to happen too. The big war of Armageddon, World War III, it's got to happen. So all of this is playing out in front of our eyes. You know, it's happening. That wars and rumors of wars, nations against nation, kingdom against kingdom. This is all playing out in the Bible. You know, the Bible is playing out in front of our eyes. So these prophecies that we've been telling people for the longest is jumping right off the pages. You know, and it's being shown that we've been telling people this for a very long time, and that we're telling the truth. You know, whether people don't want to believe it or not, we've been telling people this for a long time. This is the truth, and hey, if you don't want to accept it, oh well. But the truth is the truth. You know? It's a lot. I won't even supposed to show that, but it is what it is. I'm gonna have to just edit that out. But you know, this is getting to the point that, you know, who the liars, who lying, or who telling the truth. You know, because we've been telling y'all this. You know, this is not a lie. This is what it is. This is Amos 5:18. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord Yahweh. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord Yahweh is darkness and not light. And it's not light. It's not going to be a light day. It's going to be very darkness around here. As if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him, or went into the house and laid his hand on the wall and a serpent bit him. So that's what's happening. And if you watch, like I said, man, watch that show Black Summer. If nobody haven't watched it yet, you're going to see a lot of acts that's happening in that show. It's coming right out of the Bible, you know. So whether a person don't want to accept it or not, or don't want to hear it, this is what it is, you know. And this is, you know, the war of Armageddon playing before everybody's eyes, whether a person want to accept it or not. You know, we don't care if a person don't accept it or anything, because at the end of the day, we giving y'all the message. You know, all we do is deliver the message. We the messenger. That's what the messenger do. You know, we don't expect people to wake up and follow us and hear what we got to say. Of course, we ain't rich, so that of course people gonna look down on us regardless, because we ain't got that money. But that's just what it is, you know. If you had that bag and you hear Jay-Z or Lil Wayne saying this, or these so-called white people saying this, everybody will start listening and waking up. Like soon as the so-called white man said it's a coronavirus and lying to people, I wasn't supposed to say that, man. They might fuck my video up for that. But as soon as that was, you know, was said, you know, y'all believe it and run with it, you know. So it don't matter, man. You still put the video up, it don't matter. If they catch it, they catch it. They don't, they don't. But this is just the point, you know. And we've been telling people this for the longest. This is what it is. So I'm gonna close it out, you know, with that, man. You know, hopefully this video don't get taken down. So with that, I want to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahushua Ba'Hashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders and GMS and brothers that sincerely doing this work. Keep pushing and doing the work. Shalom, Barak, Adom, and Abba, Abba.